All right, Surfers Academy is back after 2 weeks break. I'm super happy to see so many people around. It's almost 40 people already, which is a great pleasure for me to have you, everyone. So, yeah, let's wait maybe 1 minute uh, so everybody will join. Um, let me know if you can hear me. I already have my YouTube unmuted, so I know you can hear me. Should I adjust the voice levels if it's not too loud? If it's just okay, let me know please in the comments, and we will kick off. Hello, Pavel. Hello, Joe. Hello, Otman. It's really nice to see you, everyone. Okay. Surfer Academy, standard casual episode. I will give you a walkthrough of all the tools we have. I will share some practices. I will show some tips and tricks on how you can utilize Surfer in your daily job. Uh, Hello, everyone. Great to have you. A little more volume. All right. Maybe I'll just be louder. Because the gain is already maxed out. Let me know if now it's okay. But where are you? Where are you from? What do you do? That's actually the most important question here. Do you own SEO agency? Do you freelance? Maybe you do affiliate. Maybe you have an in-house team. Let me know. Maybe you write content. I would be happy to see all your comments telling me your profession. And well, let's get it started. So, my name is Michał, and I'm co founder and head of innovation at Surfer. I make sure that our tools are cutting edge technology all the time so you can leverage them in bringing more organic traffic to your websites. Besides that, I show people how to use Surfer, like on this webinar. I do some public speaking like Chiang Mai SEO, Brighton SEO, and some other SEO conferences, so you can see me there. And yeah, that's all about me. And let's give it a shot. In a This question: what is Surfer? So for everybody who is just trialing their account, I will just try to explain what you can expect from this. So Surfer is basically a content marketing platform where you can ideate with all of the keyword research tools that we provide, where you can write your content based on the best SEO benchmarking guidelines out there with all the NLP analysis to make sure that your articles are just ready to rank in Google. And besides that, we also help you with maintenance, because writing is not the only thing. After you ideate a new idea, after you ideate a new article, because after you ideate and write, well, the content gets outdated after some time. Like, competition is not sleeping. They are optimizing their pages. Google changes its mind from time to time, shuffling the search results. And that's why you need to introduce continuous optimization. And we will also help you with this thanks to the newest tool that we released, which is Content Audit. And all of these tools will be shown on today's webinar. We also have a Q&A session planned. So, well, hold your questions for a couple more minutes because it will be hard for me to answer them during the presentation. So please be patient with these questions. We will start the Q&A session as the last part of this webinar, and I will be able to answer everything on that. So, where do we start? As we already know, what is Surfer and what is it about? I will just tell you what's new and what's coming soon. So, maybe you've seen the Surfer Humanizer, and it's just received an update. So we have a new algorithm in there. And besides the better information preservance, it also have improved stability, especially for the longer texts. So if you have experienced some issues with humanizing longer texts, now there will be all right. So it should be stable. It should work like a charm. Besides that, better grammar in there, not cutting down the length, but to some degree, right? Because when you get your content straight out of ChatGPT, it's full of fluff. And fluff is an indicator of AI-ish content. So to make the content sound human, we need to trim down this GPT fluff. And to some degree, you can expect humanized content to be a little shorter than the input, well, because we removed the fluff. And another update that is coming to the humanizer will also be more precise in rewriting the text. So we figured out that we can mark the most AI-ish sentences in your content, and we can precisely target them and rewrite only them. It will allow the humanizer to keep as much original content as possible, and at the same time reduce the detectability in AI content detectors. Sorry. So this is like more precise targeting of the AI sentences, and this is the next update that is landing in the humanizer. And as for the hottest stuff, let me share my screen for a second, because this is extremely helpful stuff. So we also are working on some internal tools, obviously, and what I'm showing you right now is style extraction kind of product added to the humanizer. So you can see on the left hand side text that is going to be paraphrased, the reference text that we will extract the style, and the content that is produced based on the reference text style. And what you can see here is that there's a lot of passive voice in here in this text to paraphrase, which is straight out of ChatGPT. And the reference text is extremely simple. It's like as simple as it can be. Like, I was in the kitchen, I picked up the butter from the fridge, and I made myself a sandwich and I ate it. So basically, I did something else, and I did something else, and it turns the ChatGPT content into the active voice, putting cats in front as a person. Like when cats encounter catnip, they typically respond, and it used to be like, when catnip is encountered by cats, which is pure GPT style, after the reference text is applied, it's turning into, the way more humanized version. And I'm sharing it with you because this prototype is like going to evolve into a library of reference texts that you can provide to the product, and you will be able to rewrite articles, rewrite pages in certain voice, not like engaging and professional, but real voice that is extracted from the sample text. And if you want to play with it already, you can send me some samples of reference texts and texts to paraphrase, and I will send them over to you via email. So please, I will drop my email in the comment section right now. Okay, there you go. You can mail me with the text to paraphrase and the reference text, which will be like your content or the content you want to sound like, and I will send you over the sample. So this is extremely cool update that is coming, because you will be able to not only use it in a Surfer AI, but also in many different applications, even for the ChatGPT content, and it will work great. So fingers crossed, everything is stable and the results are as we expect them to be, so you can get another great addition to the whole product. And let's move on to another product update, which is the content audit. Everything is actually coming soon, so I don't have too much to show from the application. All right, of course, the Surfer Academy is there. But I will tell you what's coming, and this is hot. First one, you will be able to add other pages, because right now in the content audit, you get top 100 pages from your Google Search Console by traffic, but you will be able to add other pages that you know that you have and you want to optimize. So you will be able to track more pages with this update. Another thing is that you will be also able to refresh content score from the content audit. It's already on staging server, so you don't have it, but I can show it to you. So you got this content score, you can hit the refresh button and whoops. All right, of course, this is how it's gonna look like. You will be able to hit the refresh button and the content score will be updated, so you can be up to date with how well the content is optimized. So this is another thing that is coming really soon. But the third one is a banger. It's a real banger because you will receive insights about what's going on with your website every some time. So imagine a situation that we just found out that one of your pages dropped in rankings and it's a consecutive drop of, let's say, 3-5 days. It's still on a lower position. We will let you know that one of your pages dropped and you should consider re-optimizing it to gain traction again. So that's one example. The other example is that when we realize that you have some new article ideas to cover, we'll also let you know that there's something that you should have written about, but you didn't just yet. So these are like example things that you can expect content audit to send you over time. So it will be like a living project that will be telling you, hey, there's a new best opportunity. Hey, there is some cannibalization. Hey, there is a new article idea. Or look at these pages because they dropped in rankings. And this way, you will have some sort of insurance that even though you are not actively tracking the results, you can say like, okay, Surfer is tracking it for me, and whenever there's something wrong or something that I should look at, it will let me know. So we will be proactive on this. We'll be proactive on like letting you know that there's some work to be done. Health mention when these will be available. I'm really sorry that I cannot tell you any estimates on that, but these are the updates that we are working on right now, and they are being developed, like the refresh, like adding more pages, like automatic insights. But well, we always can encounter some difficulties in development, so I'm just not saying any dates, but these are the next updates that are coming to the content audit. When it comes to the topic explorer, which is here, and specifically the domain map, as you can see here, besides of the difficulty and the search volume, we also have your current position on specific articles. And with the next update, we will be actively tracking your coverage. And every 30 days from that update, the coverage will be checked, and we will also check the positions. So you will find out which pages from the domain map are doing better, so getting more traffic, getting higher position, and which pages are doing worse. So, and probably you can already see that there is a strong connection between the domain map and the content audit, as the domain map will analyze your domain, will check which clusters you already cover and how do you cover them. It also checks the positions and suggests some new article ideas like here. But the content audit will also analyze the top pages of yours. It will tell you the content score and the which ones should you optimize and which ones are doing great. And there is a strong connection between these two tools. Thank you, Julia. Thank you so much for saying that, because for me as well, the content audit is a go-to tool for me right now in Surfer. And what I was trying to say is that you can expect us merging more and more content audit with the domain map, because we want to turn it into some sort of a command center, whether you want to ideate, whether you want to write or optimize and maintain your existing pages. It will be a command center to make sure these tasks are addressed. And that will be a number one onboarding new client for the agency place to start. Like, find the best opportunities, nail them, optimize the most important pages, and you are safe for the next couple of weeks that the client will be satisfied. Then we will let you know if something drops. If we find something cool to write about, you will receive that information, and you will have data for the next report and for the next report and for the next report. So all your own page will be done on autopilot because of the auto optimize, because of insert internal links features that I will show you obviously in a moment. Oh, Ray, great question here regarding the auto optimize and the content audit, because right now you also have the diff between before and after, and you can always restore the previous version. I will be showing it in just a moment, because it's time for the update for content editor, and that's actually a perfect question. So we can try it out right now. So content editor, and let's do the auto optimization of this page. So I will do the auto optimize, and it's bringing the content score up. Obviously adding some entities, rewriting some sections, and you can trigger this from the content audit. You can trigger this from the standalone content editor. That's the same, but right now it is rewriting. Wow, 90. I really like it. So to see the div, which is just added, to see the div, we click on the section that is rewritten, and you can see compare versions and restore original. So let's compare versions, and we see where did we added content. We just added some text in here to include dynamic process and various factors, which were two keyword recommendations that we had. So okay, let's go back to editing and check another one. Compare versions. Okay, so you see we changed only one word. We changed the essential to key, because the key elements was the keyword that we required you to use in the content. But, well, let's say I don't like this change. So I can restore the original, and I got it restored. Oh, but, well, I changed my mind again. So maybe let's keep the key elements instead of what was that? Restore again. Essential. Look at the score. Go back. Restore. Yep. This is how it works. So you can navigate between the sections. Like we can check the next one. Okay, compare versions. Here is a whole paragraph added that added this Barnold model and behavioral cues. So, well, this is how it works. I obviously save and close, and that's how I get my content score raised from 59 to 90. That's incredible progress. But that's not it when it comes to the content editor. You've been asking for 5 years. You've been asking for 5 years for the tables. And I can show you the staging server because it's not ready on the... Oops. It's not ready on the production yet, but we already have it. There are tables. So we can add the table. We can do some adjustments to it. We can add more. We can remove. We also can add more rows, obviously, above and below. So obviously you can merge cells like this. So yeah, I know, tables. It's been 5 years, 5 long years, people asking for the tables, and we eventually found time to get them done. Obviously, it's not done yet. It's on a staging server, so you cannot see it. You cannot see it just yet, but you will get it really soon. If it's already on staging, it's extremely close to being deployed to production. But that's not it about the tables, because when you will be writing with Surfer AI, it will also include tables if it makes sense. You can also ask Surfy to turn some piece of content into a table and vice versa. So the tables will be supported even with the auto optimization feature. So that's a huge thing that is really coming. Optigio Networks asks, what is the content score based on? And the content score is based on these factors in here. So the length, structure, which are the headings, number of paragraphs and images, as well as these entities that you have below. So you basically write your content, include as many entities as you can, break your long form content into paragraphs so it reads easier. You add headings on top of the paragraphs when it makes sense, and this way you increase the content score. As the simplest explanation I could give you. And if you don't have time to optimize by hand, you can always use auto optimize to bring more entities to the page. So that's the story behind the content score. And if you don't know how to use some of these, you can always click on it to see the examples of use, so you understand like how your competitors used company values keyword, or how this one used the company values. So you can actually find out in what context, how is it used, how you can use it. So that's really helpful if there is a keyword that you don't really understand. Okay, moving forward, back to the homepage. So that's the main dashboard of Surfer. You will get some news on top, like webinars, what's new, like how to earn more credits. Everything that is important, that may be important to you, will show up on the top. You can get started with this two big bold buttons, like you can start a new article that will take you to the content editor, or you can find article ideas that will take you to the content explorer with super handy tour in there, so you can get the idea of how it works. Okay, obviously skip the tour, and going back to the dashboard, you also have your recent work, which are the topic explorers, content editors, audits, and SERP analyzers. Audit and the SERP analyzer are the add-ons, so they are not included in the standard package. But even without them, you can function really well. But if you want to do some more in-depth analysis, I would totally recommend getting those. Okay, my next topic is fastest time to value. How many auto-optimizer credits do we get each month? Okay, I can go through it right now, because server SEO, the pricing, and there you go. On Essential, you get 20 auto-optimized runs. On a Scale, you get 40. On a Scale AI, you get 80. And obviously, on the Enterprise is up for the discussion. And you can also buy more auto-optimized credits on the go in the application. All right. Moving back to home and my next topic, fastest time to value. This is basically why we gathered here, why all these people came here. 63 people. Thank you so much. Big round of applause for you. By the way, give it a like, give it a subscribe. We are dropping some videos about SEO every week. Tomek Niezgoda is recording great videos on many topics. Stay informed. Hit the subscribe button right now, because it's worth it. Only top quality content there, by the way. So, fastest time to value. This is why we are here. How to turn your subscription into money. Okay, that's the thing. How to turn the package you invested in, the time, into better results for your clients, into more traffic for your own website. How to start seeing the value immediately. And the easiest way to start seeing value immediately is basically optimizing existing page. That's the simplest way. Because all of us, we already have pages. We already have a bunch of articles or landing pages that require some on-page optimization work, that are missing some entities that our competitors used. And instead of pushing more and more and more articles to the page, it's a good idea to review the assets that you've already created. Because you spent 2 hours on writing this blog, because you paid 20 bucks, 50 bucks, someone to write you this piece of content, and you don't want to waste that money that you've already invested into waiting for a miracle that this page will be always up to date in terms of entities, in terms of topical coverage, in terms of questions answered, and so on and so forth. So the easiest way to see the value is to optimize existing page. What kind of page? The page that is already getting some traffic. Ideally, the page that is already ranking on position 10 to 20 on some keywords. If you have such a page on your website, you can clearly see the fastest time to value of Surfer, because you take that page, you optimize its content score with auto-optimize, just like I did here. Basically, you just need to do this. That was this page. It had, now it has 90. By the way, I will show you the version history. So this is what we have right now. and this is the old version here with the lower content score. So we will restore that version, 59, and we will this is how you see the value, right? So you auto optimize or optimize by hand, and you push this page to production. You publish it, you republish and request indexation. So go to your Google Search Console afterwards, put your URL in here, like this, retrieving data from Google Index, and request indexing. This is how you can see the results of Surfer in 1 day. This is extremely helpful, and I want you all to do this. Every new user, every trial user should start with optimizing existing page. But what if you don't know which page to optimize? What if you don't have time or skill to analyze it in Google Search Console? Because, well, we could do this. Like, we got queries, we can show the average position, we will take only the last 7 days. So we have the most recent position, and we can filter by position, and check the position between greater than 10. Done. And boom, great candidate for optimization, AI detector, position 10.2, already getting a lot of clicks. Or transition words, position 10.3. So what I would do, let's say this transition words, I do this, I check the pages, that will be this page that is ranking. Oops, I will copy this page, I will move back to the content editor, I will put the keyword in here, important content for this URL, transition words. I would expect that it's already really well optimized, but let's give it a shot. So this is how you find your best opportunity with the Google Search Console. The only thing is that you don't know what's the current optimization state of this page. You don't know whether it's already really well optimized or it requires some attention. So, you have to spend that credit for the content editor to first find out if it requires some work or not. But even though the content score will be high, adding some entities here and there will never hurt you. So I'm pretty sure that you will always find something that you can add to the page that your competitors mentioned, but you didn't. And Solway, not just blogs. No, you don't have to optimize just blogs. You can optimize landing pages. You can optimize local SEO. You can optimize roofers, Chicago landing page. Definitely, you don't have to focus only on how to clean gutters. You can also optimize the landing page, roofers, Chicago, or cleaning gutters, or whatever service. Or even like this place, you can optimize for like podcast studio in a city. All right, so you can definitely optimize landing pages. When I was still working in the agency, we've been optimizing a lot of landing pages for our clients, for the agency clients, and that worked really well because there is not so much competition on the local SEO market, and adding entities here and there if you already rank. That was our foundation, basically. We didn't start any link building or anything else before we optimized the pages. Obviously, they have to load relatively quickly, so they're like not broken, not robots.txt broken, or like the proper htaccess file configuration, stuff like that. So the basics were done, and then we would optimize every single landing page or even category page for the e-commerce. That's also something that you should be definitely doing. So not only blogs, every kind of page that has some content on it. It's this is how you do it. So the transition words, let's take a look. 59. Not the greatest score I've seen, so I'll optimize it. Let's see how it goes. And it's rewriting already. And by the way, auto optimize is preserving the style and preserving the information. So it's trying to change as little as possible, including as many entities as it can without changing too much. Well, did it change something? Yes, it did. 79. 79. So some sections where these sections are like extremely dense in terms of the entities, and this is actually how you want to see your articles. You want the sections to be full of entities, otherwise there will be fluff. Okay, save and close. 79, and maybe we could publish this page again and see how it goes, because it's already ranking really high. It wasn't including all of the entities that we've had. It's much greener right now, especially in the top section. So that's how you see the value as fast as you can. I bet that we will climb up a few positions after this page is pushed to production. But well, Google Search Console, this kind of analysis, it takes some time. You can hit and miss because sometimes these pages will be already optimized. So I will show you better approach, basically. That is also included in every single subscription plan. And of course, it's called Content Audit. The Content Audit tool, let's see the output. The Content Audit tool is a tool that takes your top 100 pages, check their content scores, their position, their traffic, their impressions, and click-through rates, and tells you what are the best opportunities for this website to work on. And what are these best opportunities? As the description says here, these pages are the most likely to get you the best traffic increase in the least amount of time. Best traffic increase, least amount of time. Again, best traffic increase, least amount of time. Remember this, because this is basically the automation of the process I was showing you in a Google Search Console. So you can do this, or you can do this. And if you heard me before, I said that the content audit is getting an update with automatic insights. One of these insights will be new best opportunity detected, which is basically website health analysis done automatically on a regular cadence. Actually, we query Google Search Console every day, so we will find out in a fastest possible way that there's a new opportunity for you to work on. And this way, and talking to the agency people and the freelancer SEOs, or people who manage more websites than one, or actually to everybody, you can put a junior in front of the laptop that has a web browser, that has Surfer on it, and they will be able to take care of the on-page. They will be able to take care of doing this continuous optimization process on the pages that again show the best traffic increase in the least amount of time. I will bold it here. They will be able to do it for you without understanding how Google Search Console works, without understanding how to optimize for entities, without the skill that is more like a medium tier SEO. You can put a junior, you can put an intern, and it will do a equally good job as you would do, because, well, it gets you opportunities, it checks them every day. If there's anything, we will tell you, and the person can just optimize using either auto optimization or adding entities by hand. If they don't know, they have examples. Let's optimize this page. What is SEO? Whatever is that. Let's see. Social media, search engines, something. What is engaging digital marketing campaign? How should I use it? Collaborate with SEO agency can help you create more engaging content. If you need help creating more engaging digital marketing campaigns, this is definitely a landing page. Look, it even has the phone number. So it's definitely more like a landing page than the blog. So the guy can understand, like, all right, I should optimize it this way. I should optimize it including this term in such a context. In this case, we have a blog post article, which is probably not the right intent in here. Actually, we can check that. So let's navigate to the cog icon, customize, to see who is ranking. Blog, 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 blog. This is a landing. This is a blog, blog, blog. Yeah, so the intent is all right, actually. Someone just had a section that has a CTA, that has a call to action to get them hired. So actually a great blog, great converting blog. So this is how you can get even more information about the optimization guidelines. So it's not only the score and the structure and the keywords. You can also search the competition. You can find out, like, let's go back to the cog icon. You can check their length, their content score, their domain score, which is also important stuff. Because, comparing to Quora makes no sense. They have little content score and super strong domain. So it doesn't make really too much sense to include them in the analysis. However, here, as I can understand this icon, this is, I think it's medium. Yes, it's medium. So even though medium has really high domain score, we include it in the analysis because its content score is also high. And I wasn't telling it for quite some time on these webinars, but we will always take into the analysis pages with the top content scores. So you are not benchmarking yourself against the pages that are ranking high, not because of their content, but because of their authority. Like this example, the Quora. There's no point in including Quora. But if Quora had a great article in there and the content score would be high, we would definitely include it into the analysis. So you can be sure that every time you create a content editor, we will analyze the top ranking pages, we will check how well they are optimized, and we will only use those that are well optimized and not ranking because of their domain that is extremely strong. Okay, so remember that we only take into account pages that are really well optimized. Okay. So fastest time to value through existing content, we got it covered. And now it's time to find out the new content ideas. Okay? And obviously we have tools for that, but I will also show you a cool trick that you can use that will include the Google Search Console. So let's move to the Search Console. Let's remove these. And let's go back to 3 months. And let's add a new filter, query, that will start with how. Okay? And we will try to find underserved question that we can turn into article. So going back to queries, showing more. I had something here that I really liked. Oh, yeah, got it. How to start digital marketing. Look, 53 clicks. So we got some page, but a lot of impressions on the second page of Google, position 15. Let's take this question, how to start digital marketing. And let's see the pages. What page is ranking for it? Just to make sure we won't cannibalize. Okay, we got a little bit of cannibalization here. Google can't decide. How do digital marketing agencies make money? Cost to start digital marketing agency. How to start digital marketing agency. But is this keyword really about that? Let's look. Let's take a look. How to become a digital marketer. How to get into digital marketing. How to become digital marketer. How to start a career. 9 tips to becoming a digital marketer with no experience. So, our pages are definitely not exactly on point with the intent. It's about digital marketing agency, it's about the cost, it's about starting it, but how to become a digital marketer? Definitely you don't have to build an agency. So we just found a question that is underserved. Google is confused because there are many pages trying to rank for it. So with this little trick I just showed you, you are able to find a great new article opportunity. So if you want to try new content, please try new content that is already close to what you already have. Because apparently our domain has some topical authority in this area, because we write about digital marketing agencies. Yet Google ranked us on something that is not specifically answered on those pages, but even though Google ranks us, so it's underserved. So what we do, we just create an article. And as I haven't shown you Surfer AI, I would definitely do it this way. So content editor, write with AI, paste the keyword, how to start digital marketing. Pretty big keyword, 2000. Create. Studio makers, do I need more water? Actually, yes, because there are a lot of questions coming. In 2-3 minutes, we will start a Q&A session. So I would be happy to get more water. Actually, thank you. But is it the only way to go through Google Search Console to find these questions, to find new article ideas? Obviously not, because the Topic Explorer is really helpful in this. And I created topical map based on this keyword, how to start digital marketing. And I found one great cluster in here, becoming digital marketer. Look how many different article ideas you got in here that are separate topics. Digital marketer without the degree, how to become an expert, how to become a digital marketing manager, how do I get into this niche, how can I become, how to get a job. And I'm telling you that this cluster should be targeted by surferseo.com because we already have authority in this area. And I would actually try to find out what's the coverage, but to do that, I need to take this window away just in case I show you some websites that I don't want to show you to not disclose anything. So let me go back to this window again. And I'm already connecting Google Search Console here. It's spinning. It's getting my keywords from the surferseo.com Google Search Console. And it figures out which... Okay. And we got some information already. And there's even like an issue here. Let's take a look. Okay, we got cost to start in here, but this cluster is really not covered well. So we should definitely write a new article about it. What about this one? Only one keyword on a position 92. So definitely a new article should be created for this one. What about this? How to get a job? Again, how costs to start a digital marketing agency. So definitely it requires another new article. So basically, we should create the whole cluster for this particular project. How to become a digital marketer. It's a perfect way to boost your topical authority in this particular area. And if we decide that it's a good direction, I would just start with these article ideas. I would even do this. Boom, boom, oops, boom, 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 and create 7 content editors if I wanted to write by hand, or create 7 AI articles if I wanted to get them created by the Surfer AI. But that's not it when it comes to finding new article ideas. You can also create a domain map based on your Google Search Console that will try to find the topics that are the closest to your current rankings and try to expand them if there is anything. And besides of the table view and the visual side where you see the difficulty or the coverage, my new favorite is this one, new article ideas, which are the biggest, the closest to your topical center article ideas that you should write next. And in this case, we've got this marketing 4 P's, we've got strategy of marketing, we've got sample of marketing plan, template for marketing strategy, what's marketing, planning of marketing, marketing for business, and so on. So these are the top recommended topics to write about. And I would basically start here if I didn't know where to start. All right, time for questions. And I got my more water. So thank you for that. And waiting for your questions. In the meantime, I will... Okay, this AI article is still being analyzed, so it will probably take a little longer. I'm waiting for your questions. We will be live for 7 more minutes, so we still have plenty of time. Okay, this one is ready, so we can customize it. So I say it will be a blog post on how to start. The tone of voice will be SERP based, but in the nearest future, we would like to introduce these styles I showed you. There are some advanced settings where you can add the custom knowledge, boost anti-AI detection, and change the competitors, but I always go by default. And let's create the outline. When I try to copy to a Google Doc, the content doesn't always appear in the doc. We've got one man in a company that can help you investigate that issue, and his name is Piotr. Hopefully he's watching, because it will require some steps to reproduce. I can try to reproduce it right now, transition words, and Where is this export? Oh, I don't have the Google Doc extension, PT. No, I don't have the Google Docs extension, sorry. There will be the Google Doc extension in here. So, yeah, so please reach out and we will take a look. Keywords are from different topics. Does it mean that there's a different search intent? No. Let me go back to this one. Article ideas. So topics are groups of pages that are close to each other, not in terms of the intent, but in terms of the semantic relevance. Like there is this topic of strategic marketing planning, and it goes this 4 P's: the strategy, the template, and strategic marketing. And yeah, that's, maybe I can click on it. Yeah, I can click on it and I will be moved to that particular topic. And here are all of these article ideas on a strategic marketing planning. But they are not the same in terms of intent, but they are the same in terms of meaning. Nick, are these videos on Surfer, or can you yes, you can watch it on YouTube later. Yes, everything is on YouTube. That's why I told you to like, share, and subscribe. Subscribe is the most important. Oh yes, insert terms is replaced with the auto optimize. It's just like a next level thing, because the insert terms itself was like really, I would say, not stupid, but kind of not the most complex algorithm. And that's why we replaced it with the auto optimize. Auto optimize is way better in terms of inserting the terms into the text. The old keyword research links are not working after the new topic explorer, and that causes some troubles. Could you make it backward compatible changes in the future? I'm sure it will have others too. Thomas, if you could reach out on the support, we will look into it. Maybe there is something that we can do about it. Allison, if we dismiss irrelevant topics, will they be suggested? No, they won't be suggested. So treat it as a content plan, basically. So actually, that's a really good idea. That's a really good question. So every time you see something in here like color psychology, let's say, I don't like it, and a panel discussion, I don't like it either, and I'm sending emails, I don't like it either, and others, obviously I don't like it. This way, you can clean it up. You still have plenty of you see covered articles, the number changes. So you can either archive the whole topics or specific articles. So you clean it up. Even if you end up with 100 article ideas, it's still plenty of work for you. So clean it up if you like, and after the cleanup, you will see the table as a plan for you to make it actually covered 100 out of 100. Any other questions? We still have 2 minutes and still have 50 people. Thank you so much for being with me for so long. I'm thinking about the next topics for the Surfers Academy. You can suggest me right now. I'm pretty sure there will be something different than just the standard walkthrough. I try to make them different from each other, but obviously quite often there are overlapping topics. Are you considering using Claude? Seems to be smarter. So we use a lot of different large language models under the hood of Surfer AI. It's not only like a chat GPT. We use GPT-4o on the writing phase, but the research phase is performed by a very, very different large language models that are more suitable for the job, that are faster and more efficient. So it's not that simple as just using a single large language model. Using Surfer in WordPress to edit a low-ranking page. Nick, great, great one. So basically, what you need is you need to. I would start with the content audit, obviously. I would install the Surfer WordPress extension. WordPress plugin. I would open the page that is optimized and requires export, and I would just hit the export and select the domain. I don't have it installed on the peepstrategy.com, which is this domain, but I got some other, so I can select, and I can either turn it into new draft or update existing post and hit the next. And here I have all the posts I have. I can search by the title and select the one I like and click next. And this way you will be able to update your post in a WordPress directly from Surfer. Okay, it's 7 p.m. in here. We already passed the limit by 1 minute. So last minute question, if there is any, I will wait for it. Okay, Senya, what topic Surfer is not perfect, like tech article with in deep tech knowledge? I would say that the only type that Surfer AI is not perfect with are topics that are not well researched. Topics that we cannot find information about in Google. So if you are writing about the new invention that nobody wrote about yet, we have nobody to benchmark, and it can hallucinate. But if the top ranking pages are covering the topic, we are able to extract facts from these, and these facts help us to create a Surfer AI article that is basically better than theirs, because it's a compilation of the whole knowledge from the top 10. But it's not only about the Surfer AI, it's also about writing guidelines. So every time you see a situation that the top ranking pages are covering the topic just like you plan to cover, it's a perfect situation to kick off the Surfer optimization or the Surfer AI. Okay, I guess that's it for today. I really appreciate you joining me. We'll probably meet in 2 weeks from now. I'm not sure if it will be Tuesday or any other day, but we will announce it sooner than later. Yeah, thank you so much for being with me today. Hope you liked it. If you have any suggestions regarding the Surfer Academy or the style transfer I showed you, mail me michil at surferseo.com, and hopefully see you in 2 weeks. Have a great day, everybody, and happy surfing!